guys, I'm back, and today we're going to do a chain pull. Pretty much the same thing as a string pull, but we're using a piece of chain I got from my light and fan in the bedroom. So hopefully we won't destroy it because it has to go back on the fan so I can turn it on and off. So what I'm going to do is just a simple chain pull. We're going to use a dark blue background, and then the chain will be dipped in white. I also have a cup of water here so that I can rinse my chain off after each pull through the paint so that I don't contaminate my white, hopefully, at least not too much, with the blue paint. So I'm going to take a break real quick. I'll turn the video off and cover the canvas in blue paint, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, we've got it covered in blue, and you see maybe a little bit of streaking through here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's because there's like at least three different brands of blue paint. I normally don't try and mix too many different paints together, but I figure for the background, it's not gonna, hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. Gonna pop some air bubbles here. And we're going to do this one with no silicone. I've had some cool string pulls where I had silicone in them, but today we're just going to go without the silicone. And there was a little spot right there, a little glob of paint or something. So we've got our string here. We got our little cup of white paint, so we're just going to dip it in there. And hopefully, I'm going to dip it all the way in. And I really don't want that much paint on the chain, but if I, try and, we'll just let it kind of drip for a second. And you guys may be out of focus, I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it for just a second. And then I think I'm actually going to sort of run my fingers down along this chain, because there is a lot of paint on there. And I don't want it dripping all over the place. I'm just going to drag it to the bottom. Oh, look at that. I almost want to leave it just like that. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do anything to it now. It's very minimalistic. Alright, I've just dumped my my little chain in the water. And I just kind of want to stare at this for a second because I almost don't want to do anything to it. But, wow, that turned out kind of cool. And I'm just sort of shaking the chain around in the water, and most of the paint is just coming right off of it. So that ended up being a really good way to get the paint off of there. Cool. Which makes me happy because I wasn't entirely sure this was going to work really well. Okay. I really like that. I don't want to do anything to it. Wow. Okay, I'm almost done rinsing the chain off here. Oh, I wish I could ask you guys what you think. Should I leave it? Should I go for it a little more? Whoops, I just splattered water on there. That's okay, though. That is okay. I can get rid of that. No big deal. Oops, not with a wet finger. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to look at it from afar. I mean, it looks cool, but not exactly what I was going for, so we'll do this another time. We will keep going. So I'm going to dip it. I've got my chain nice and clean now. Worked really well. Dipping it in the water and just sort of shaking it out. So we're going, look at the cells. And this has no silicone in it, but look at what that did. That is just cool. Okay, so we've dripped. Let me make sure you guys are in focus. I think you are. Yes, you are. Woohoo! I can't get over this line and just how cool it turned out. Okay, See the little curvy? That's from the chain. You don't get that with string, so that's kind of cool. So I'm just going to pull all that paint off of there. That worked really well because I think if I hadn't pulled all that white paint off of that chain, it would have been too much. So we're going to start from the center again. Straight down the center. And try not to drip everywhere. And the chain goes straight into the water. I think the next one maybe will like come up through there or something and drag it down. Okay. I'm sorry, this is the part that gets kind of boring where we have to rinse off the chain, but it works really, really well. So I gotta wipe all that paint off my fingers as well. Okay, I've got to dump this water out because it's getting really full. Okay, so let's dry off this chain again so it doesn't splatter water everywhere like I did the first time. Okay, back into the white. Let's see what we can do now. I kind of wish I had done this a little further up, but that's okay. We'll kind of do one like maybe up through there or something. Make it a little, give it a little interest. Okay. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of dragging just holding loosely to the chain and letting the paint fall off. And then we're going to there we go. Oh, that's cool. I like that. It gives it some dimension. Oh, cool. And we're just going to keep doing that till we get, I don't know, till it looks cool enough to keep. Wow, those cells are just amazing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I did with the paint while we're waiting for me to clean off this chain, because if you guys want to try this at home, you're going to ask me. I know somebody's going to ask me what paints did I use. Okay, so we've got English Navy Apple Barrel Paint. We've got Anita's, hold on, let me look real quick. We've got Anita's Navy Blue. And then we've got Artist Loft Phthalo Blue with floetrol and chilled distilled water. And then the white is the titanium white from Artist Loft and the flow acrylic white from Artist Loft with floetrol and chilled distilled water. So now you guys know what is in the paint. So by the time this video posts, I will not remember what's in my paint. So okay, let's dry our chain off once again. It's kind of a tedious process, but it kind of looks cool. I like the minimalist, just blue and white. This would look cool like black and white too, I think. Okay, so we're dipping the chain again. I'm trying to think, kind of what direction do I want to go in. I'm not really sure, actually, to be honest. We're going to take the paint off the chain. This chain may not end up back on my bedroom. Okay, so I think we want to do a bigger one. We gotta get through that little. Okay, so let's pull that through. There we go. And dump it in the water. Okay, I like that. That looks kind of like almost like a leaf. We're going to have to do something, though, to sort of come up through that, because that is kind of bothering me there. That little section that's kind of empty. Whoop. Let's get that off before we go any further. We don't want any excess white where it doesn't belong. And let me tell you, if you guys are going to do this, my suggestion is maybe paint your canvas, your background color first, because it was it was difficult to not see the canvas underneath there. So, okay. I dropped my chain down in the water, so let's get that out. Whoops. Sorry, Thor. I just dumped water on him. Sorry, bud. He's like, I don't appreciate that, lady. Okay. It works really well if you just kind of shake the chain in the water. If you just let it sit there, it doesn't take the paint off, but if you kind of shake it, wiggle it back and forth, it takes the paint off, which is interesting. Whoops, but don't shake it too much, because you'll end up shaking water into your painting there. Okay, I think that might be enough paint off of that chain, I hope. I'm going to run it through my wet rag. Always keep a wet rag around, because that way it'll keep you from having to rinse your hands off in the sink all the time, which I used to do until I got yelled at a lot. Alright, so I almost dumped that back into the water. Okay, back into the white paint. Let it sink. Okay, let me think here. I'm not really sure what to do. So we'll just wing it, strip the paint off. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing at least a little bit. I don't know if you can or not, and I apologize if you can't. Okay. So I think we're going to do just like a little bitty one on this side, and then maybe one kind of going through there. Oh, that had a lot more paint on it that time. Interesting. I really wish I had gone a little further up here, because it feels like there's something missing, but I can't go down through all of that because that'll ruin it. Alright, I think we've got one more to go. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to ruin it by putting another one in there. I almost wouldn't mind just getting rid of all of that at the bottom and then kind of leaving just one little like that. But that needs to go over that way. I don't know. You do things and sometimes then you regret them. But look at those cells. Those are just cool. And look at the pattern you get along the edge from that chain. Very neat. Very neat. Different from your string pull, so I'm totally digging this one. Almost got the chain wiped off. And upcoming, let's see. One thing I'm going to be doing soon, hopefully I've got to get working on it, is another chessboard. And the last time I did the chessboard, I was using the CRC silicone. So this is going to be hopefully a little cooler looking, because it will be with the 100% silicone. So look for that sometime in the future, but it'll probably be like a couple months from now when you actually see it. I don't know, because it does take about 2 months for me to actually get it done, but whew, that was when life was just a little less busy. So maybe some more glue gun art. I do like that. I think it's cool. But I've got a little bit of blue in the white. That's okay though. So this is going to be the last little dip here. Okay. There's that. Okay. And Okay, that was a totally wonky one. I don't like that at all. So we need to like do something here. Just fix that bottom one. That looks like a little snake coming out of the plant there. So let's rinse that out real quick. I'm gonna have to rinse my chain off. I'm sorry, but it was getting some glue on it. Alright, so let's dry off our chain and see if we can't get rid of that snake. As cool as he is, I didn't want a snake in our plant again. Oh, I dripped again on the painting. That's okay. That one we can just get rid of. Here we go. Alright, last dip. For sure. We really don't even need to do the whole thing. I don't think. Okay. So we're going to take this side off. There we go. That's better. Okay. But now I kind of need to fix this just a little bit, so we're going to just sort of drag that off. Kind of need to go that way with it. I think we dragged it a little too far over one side. Let's see. Well, let's replace the blue real quick and then figure out what to do from there. There we go. That fixed that problem. I'm going to tip it up a little bit. Let's see if maybe we can't get that to go down a little bit. Nope, it's not moving. Okay. So, why don't we... We'll just do the chain again one last time. Shake my chain off. I don't think I'm going to be able to repeat this this beautiful set of cells because I mixed so many different colors of paint together. So many different brands of paint. It's not even funny. Alright, I'm just shaking off the paint in the water. We're almost there. Okay. Alright, let's take it through the cloth. Okay, so we need to figure out how to get rid of that. So we're going to put that in the paint one more time. And just drag it off the end. Okay. There. One more little one off of this side. That's it. That is totally it. It's a little crooked. Bummer. I want to do one more. Sorry, guys. Got to get that one last. It's got to be a little better. What am I trying to say? Sorry, guys. just going to do... There we go. Okay, that fixed it. Now it's a little more balanced, if you will. Oops. I'm getting not enough glue on there. I know y'all are screaming at me, don't mess with it anymore. And I'm trying hard to learn how to not to be such a perfectionist, but man, it is hard with this type of art. There we go. Okay, that's it. Kind of cool. Okay, let's get you down. Alright, this is really just to sort of give you a close-up of that webbing that is created with all these different paints I mixed together. That is just crazy. Totally unexpected. And then the really cool pattern we've got on the edge with the chain. Look at that webbing. Look at that. How much cooler could it get? Look at that. It's like a little moth wing right there. Very cool. And again, no silicone at all. Just floetrol. No pouring medium, guys. No pouring medium. Although I wonder what it would look like if we used pouring medium as well as floetrol. I bet the edges would sort of flow a little more into that dark blue. Just cool, just cool, just cool. Okay. Okay, so there's your pretty for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun, so I want you guys to go out and just, you know, go find your piece of chain and try it out. And like I said, if you want to know what paints I used, I did say it like sometime in the middle of the painting. And there's no way I'm going to remember all this by the time the video posts. So yeah. Just listen to the video all the way through and you'll be able to find out what I used. And hope wherever you're on the planet, you're having an awesome afternoon, day, evening, or night. I want to thank all my subscribers, all my everyone who's donated to my channel. Thank you to Debbie, who has just purchased those tiles that I just did. The Dutch pour tile, the 2 Dutch pour tiles. Those are off to their new home in about a week or so, once the resin is all set and cured and everything. So thank you very much, Debbie. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for your support of me and my channel. And keep the emails coming, guys. I love to hear about, you know, how your paintings are going and what kind of problems you guys are having. Maybe we can work them out. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, my PayPal link is below. And if you'd like to check out my website, the link for that is below as well. So if you're interested in any artwork that I've done, you know, you can just email me or you can leave it in a message below the video. All right. I see my youngest is pulling in my paint and pouring it all over the counter, so I'm going to go with that. See you later. Bye.